Yo, what's going on everybody, and welcome back to another Soul Hunters hero ranking. This is going to be a big episode. There's been a lot of new heroes that have been released since the last video. If you haven't seen any of my ranking videos, be sure to check those out. They're going to be around here somewhere. But let's move on with this one. I got a bunch of new heroes to talk about, so let's not waste any time. As always, if you forgot how I'm going to rate the system, it's going to be between S for superior, A above average, B below average, C for you could use them, you could not use them, it's in between, and a D for don't do it, don't kill yourself, and don't waste your equipment on these heroes. Alright, so we're gonna begin the show right off with a big bang, a really awesome hero right off the bat, and it's gonna be Cara, the enigmatic killer. Now guys, Cara is a beast. She is very powerful hero. I love using Cara. The main purpose I use her for is for the arena, which is a great part of the game. A lot of pros for Cara are her ultimate. Her ultimate is pretty much guaranteed to kill a hero each time you use it, right? So once she gets her ultimate off, somebody's dead. It's almost undodgeable, alright? Another great thing for Cara is that makes her really powerful in the arena is her Kiss of Death and her Nightmare abilities, right? They both will freeze your opponent. Both are gonna put them to sleep or freeze them. Kiss of Death will put them to sleep, and it'll also greatly reduce their physical attack. So that's another kick to that. So it's a dual ability. Flower Beam is an excellent ability. Not only is it going to hit for a ton of damage, I've seen 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,000 of damage, but she'll also gain the health that the enemy loses, which is insane. I mean, all her abilities also have secondary abilities. It's just mind-boggling. Anyways, let's move on. She is incredible. She does a ton of damage. She will paralyze your opponent. All in all, she is an excellent arena hero. I love using her in the arena, and you will as well. Alright, so I'm gonna start off the bat with an A plus for Cara because she's so powerful in the arena. I just cannot ignore the fact that this hero is a great hero. Be sure you guys level her up, okay? Alright, so next up we have Kanye, Cognac, whatever you want to call this guy. The matter of the fact is, he's so. Alright, I'm going to be a little hard on Cognac here because although I love his ultimate double strike because it does do a lot of damage, the only problem with it is it takes a while to actually work. Meaning, by the time he gets into a ball, rolls in, hits the opponent, and then by the time he takes out his fish and slaps the shit out of somebody, the battle's already over. Alright, most of the time that hero is either dead or Cognac is dead because he's taking damage in between those. Okay, so his ultimate is good, but it could be prevented. His other abilities are actually not that bad. They will reduce your opponent's speed, attack speed, and they're also going to the fourth one is going to cause you to have a crit every 10 seconds or so. It's not bad, but so far I haven't really found many uses for Cognac. His stars in my arena level is too low. Don't really use them in the Crucible of Fire much, so I'm still working on a few positions for Cognac here, but all in all, I'm gonna give him a B for below average because I just don't see so far the use for him yet. Is there potential? Yes, there is definitely potential for Cognac here because of his, reduced speed and crit that he gives your team every so often. But as of right now, he is a below average hero. I would concentrate on somebody else before I work on Cognac. Next up, we have Magdor, the human dragon knight, whatever you want to call him. Matter of the fact is, Magdor kind of falls short of his goal, which is, I don't know what the hell his goal is, but he just does not do really good. His star levels definitely has something to do with it. He was just recently released in the Epic Arena, which does help get his, more stars for him. But his attacks are just not doing it. He doesn't survive much. He's in the front, so he's going to need a lot of protection in the front. And by the time he turns into a dragon, he ends up going into the midline. So it's going to leave your front very vulnerable. So as of right now, at this star level, he's not that great. I'm hoping at 7 stars, he'll be a lot better. But as of right now, I'm going to give him as well a B for below average. I would concentrate on somebody else before I work on Magdor at the moment. Until more stars are out, and I see how he does at 7 stars. Right now, Magdor is a B for me. I'm going to work on somebody else before I do this guy. Let's move on to a great hero right here, and I actually love Tarth, alright? Not only because she looks so darn sweet, good enough to eat on her picture there, but also because of her skills, alright? We're here to talk about her skills. Now, her pros are, her ultimate is actually really good. She actually deals consecutive damage, like 6-7 strikes at once she gets her ultimate. You could use her in the prophecy pool for the burning phoenix, and also she does come in handy in the arena. All right, so those are her pros. The problem is her soul stones are not out yet, so that's the only problem right now. All her other skills are actually really good as well. Divine Courage is going to increase all allies physical armor, which is really good. Her Knight's Protection there is going to give her some health. You know, every 8 seconds she's going to restore health. So all in all, her skills are really good. I do like her setup. I do like her ultimate. I think she's going to be a good arena hero. And I'm going to give Tarth an A for above average hero. I'll definitely work on Tarth before I work on the previous 2 heroes, right? So if and when her soul stones come out, I do suggest you guys work on Tarth. Make sure that you upgrade her all the way, because she's going to be useful in the arena for you, I promise. Next up, guys, we have Havoc, the demon, whatever he is. This guy is actually pretty good, very underrated hero. He does die pretty easy if he gets hit a ton, but that's not the point I want to make. The point I want to make is his 4th ability, Underworld, could definitely be utilized in pretty much a lot of arena teams. All right, he's going to lower physical attack of all enemy, which is going to help greatly in arena. All right, his both mid Pandora box and sorcerer staff, his attacks are both going to hit multiple targets. One of them is going to hit the staff, is going to hit the back line. Pandora's box is going to hit the front line tanks. They're going to hit multiple targets, deal a ton of damage. Dark Sacrifice is also really good. If he's able to kill somebody, he's going to get a boost in a bunch of stats. And if he doesn't kill anybody, he's going to hit one of your allies, but not for much. All right, so don't worry. And if your ally does die, then he's going to actually get an even bigger boost. All right, so it's not that big of a deal. I love Havoc. I love sneaking him in a lot of teams that I'm facing against physical teams. I'm going to give Havoc an A right now, above average. I definitely would work on Havoc. Once his soul stones are released, be sure you guys work on him. He's going to be very useful, okay? Okay, guys, next up we have Vespix, the bug. I really like Vespix. I think he's a really good hero. Like I said, it's hard to judge right now at 3 stars because his soul stones are not released yet, alright? But from what I have seen so far, I love him in the front. He's got pretty good skills that kind of go really well with each other. His ultimate perfect storm will deal 2 sandstorms going 1 forward, 1 backward. So no matter where the hero is, they're going to be hit. If you got Xanos in the back or Tanya, they're still going to be hit, alright? He's going to hit the front and the back, throw them in the air, and disrupt a lot of their attacks. So that comes in very handy. Most of his other attacks, though, have a lot to do with slow poison. Slow poison, once it hits an enemy, he's pretty much going to get a lot of damage on the enemy. Most of his attacks are going to get doubled. So it's really good in the front line there because he's going to be a tank killer. Once he's got a lot of stars, he's going to be a lot more useful. Another great thing about the Vespix is he's got a side effect, which is his awakening ability, and as you can see, I've already awakened mine. And when slow poison depletes enemy health, Vespix will regain some enemy and health. So this one also has to do with slow poison. All in all, Vespix, not only does he look cool, but he acts cool. All right, he's going to become very useful. You could definitely use him in your Crucible of Fire runs because he has some really good survivability. His ultimate is going to disrupt a lot of people, and definitely there's some teams in the arena you could use it for. I'm going to give Vespix an A because he's an above average hero, and keep on marching on, Vespix. I salute you. Okay, next up we have another awakened hero, guys. Aqua, the water warrior here. Aqua with his tribal signs there. I like a lot. What am I trying to say here? I love Aqua. Aqua is a really cool hero. It's got a lot of cool little avatar things that it does, but let's dig a little bit further into his abilities though. As you can see, Aqua is awakened, so it's got this ability, Rehydrate. This is a lot like Vespix because it's going to give him, whenever his HP is down to less than 30%, Aqua will go back into this little water drop form and regain health and energy. All right, so he's very durable. Aqua survives a lot. I love using Aqua in the Crucible of Fire. The reason for that is his ultimate, Water Dragon. Once he gets his ultimate off, it's going to deal a ton of damage to everybody. It's got AoE physical damage, and it's going to reduce their enemy's physical armor. So that ability is really, really great. I love using it with Ethera. Once I use Aqua's ultimate, deal a ton of damage to everybody, reduce their armor, and then Ethera will swoop in and hit them all up. So Aqua, I really do like. Some pros, he also has a copying ability, which he creates a water warrior and makes a copy of your enemy, which goes into the backline, turns them around, really messes them up a lot. So I love Aqua. I love to use them. I'm going to give Aqua an above average rating, okay? I do like him a lot. I don't really see many uses for him in the arena though. So if you're looking for an arena hero, he might not be the one for you. But if you're looking for a Crucible of Fire hero, he's definitely useful there. Not that great in raids, but he could be good in raids because of his ultimate. We'll have to wait a little bit longer for the stars to come out. He's not released yet, but be patient, guys. His soul stones will be released probably really soon. I'm not sure. All right, moving on here, we have Firehawk, another purchase hero here. Firehawk is great. When I mean great, I mean great. If Firehawk gets his ultimate off in a battle, he's going to do a ton of damage to the enemy whole team. I'm talking about pretty much going from full health to less than half health to everybody at once, right? Once Firehawk gets his ultimate off, it's very, very dangerous, all right? So you want to avoid that. You definitely need to have some perfect counters for Firehawk, because once he goes into his eggshell and then fires off his ultimate again, you're going to be pretty much dead. Everybody will be depleted in health. So you definitely have to have a team of counters or else you're done. That's the pros. The cons about Firehawk is his ultimate is so powerful, it definitely takes away a lot of his health. It'll pretty much kill himself. If you're facing Tanya, if you're facing anybody that's going to hit the back row, Ethera, I can think of a bunch of heroes, Ezio, they're pretty much going to take him out really quickly because Firehawk will do the job for them and kill himself. But he's not going to go down without a fight. If he gets his ultimate off, it's going to be destruction for the opponent. So I'm going to give Firehawk an A for above average, because I think Firehawk is a really, really good hero. Definitely useful in a lot of battles. And once his soul stones come out, you guys best be sure to upgrade this guy, because he's going to be useful for you in a lot of battles. I love using him in the Crucible of Fire as well with a healer. Once he uses his ultimate, he's going to go into his egg, pop back out, still have half of his health, and then you can heal him back to health and kind of redo the same thing in the Crucible of Fire. And he's very useful in the arena as well. So multiple uses for him. And also Prophecy Pool, Polaris. Don't forget that. So multiple uses for Firehawk. Be sure you guys upgrade him. Firehawk gets an A. Now let's check out the new signing hero that we just released. There's only 2 stars here because this hero was just released very soon. But so far, I like and I don't like a lot of things about Sienna here. Sienna. I like her ultimate. Her ultimate is actually really, really good. It's powerful. It deals damage and it deals damage over time. So those 2 things are really good. And I actually really like her 4th ability, which will increase, the damage taken by the enemy by 18.4%. So all damage over time is going to be increased by 18.4%, is a good percent. So her and Arachna are a great combo. There is a lot of fiddling around with teams that you want to do here, and we're still waiting for more stars for her. Once her soul stones come out and she's 6-7 stars, where she's a lot stronger, more health, she's going to be a lot better. I feel like she's going to be really, really dangerous in the arena. This is the one hero that you can actually make a team for. So she would be the main character in an arena team, and then you put Arachna and a bunch of other damage over time heroes, and it's going to be hard to counter this kind of team. So once her soul stones come out, she's going to be very powerful. I can already tell. I'm going to give Sienna an A. She's an above average hero. She's not necessarily an S for superior, but she's above average. You should definitely work on her. But like I said before, her purpose is going to be specifically for one type of team. It's going to be for damage over time teams, all right? So it's up to you whether you want to upgrade her or not. She won't really help you out much in the Crucible of Fire. She won't help you out much in raids. So the only one she's going to help you out in the Prophecy Pool, Gizmo, she'll definitely help you out with that. So if you're having trouble with that, she'll help you with there. And she's going to be useful in that setup damage over time arena team. So It's up to you if you want to upgrade her or not, but I'm going to give her an A because I feel like she's going to be very useful in the future. Okay, guys, and the final hero that I'm going to rate today is going to be not one, but two. The Lee twins are back in town, and they're here to play. I mean, stay. You know what I meant. So the Lee twins are going to kill her, guys. I love these heroes. So far, not great at 3 stars. It's hard to use them in a lot of situations because they're very, very delicate. Meaning, they get hit, they're squishy. They're going to die really quickly. But the great thing is, once they split up, they become so freaking cool. One is going to be the healer. One is going to be the damage dealer. Yin and yang. They fight so well together. And another great thing is they're awakening. I'm in the middle of awakening them right now. And as you can see, her awakening skill is going to be a lot better. With their mastery of the arcane magic, the twins' ability became more effective. So every 4th time they use an ability, it's going to have additional, effects. So I do love that. And like I said before, one is going to heal and buff your team. The other one is going to deal damage. Once a lot more stars are out, they're going to be a lot more useful in the Crucible of Fire. For sure, they're going to help you out there with the healing and the buffs and the damage. And they're definitely going to be useful, I think, maybe in some arena teams. I don't really see healers as arena fighters, so I can't really promote them there. Crucible of Fire for sure. And they're also useful in Gizmo, Prophecy Pool, but their number one use is going to be in the Crucible of Fire, guys. That's the main concern for them. I feel for that they're going to be very useful. They're an above average hero. So I've given a lot of A's today, right? Wow, I should have been a teacher. My students would have loved me. So they're going to get an A as well. Above average. I would definitely work on the Lee twins when they come out if you need help in the Crucible of Fire. If you don't have to work on them. They're not going to be useful in the arena right now. We'll have to find out with more stars that come out. But for now, Crucible of Fire, it is for them. Alright, guys, so that about wraps it up for these heroes. I hope you enjoyed this one. The rankings, I said, were very, very generous. A lot of these heroes got A's for me because they're actually really good heroes, alright? So I'm not just giving them bad grades for no reason. I'm going to give them good grades because they deserve it. Make sure if you have one of these heroes, take my advice. Either work on them or don't. The good thing is a lot of these heroes have not been released yet. So once they get released, you kind of have a heads up on who you should work on and who you should not work on. So we're hoping that a lot of these heroes get released pretty soon. So here's hoping. So I'm going to end it off here, guys. Like I said, if you did enjoy that, leave a like. More heroes will be released. I'll have to do more of these videos coming up. Till then, you stay tuned, and I'll see you guys next time on the next Soul Hunter video. Till then, have a good morning, good afternoon, and good night.